about it. You played last evening against Lily of Singapore. I'm not going to tell the viewers the score, but she was just a bit too quick on the anticipation, I believe.
Yeah, her deception is very good. We had some good rallies, but in the long run, she pulled it off.
Right, so that's why we have you here, which is great. But you are a women's singles specialist, so we'll look forward to some great, incisive comments here from you this afternoon. So first point, first blood to Germany's Huaiwen. Wow, that was a bit rusty.
She just needs to get long rallies to start. This is her first time in the main hall other than from practice. So it's been a few days since she's had the opportunity to hit here.
Just give me a little idea what it's like in this hall. Every hall has a different feel, a different resonance, a different wind, breeze. What's it like?
All in all, it's quite a good hall. Great spectators. The lighting, quite good. You're not catching it in your eye. They put it out here for badminton. There is a slight drift coming towards us, which is why when hitting it, it'll be a little bit slow and a little bit to the left of the court.
3, 1.
I mean, they all look the same on television, don't they? But they do have idiosyncrasies, and I must say the ceiling here in this Palacio de Deport is very, very high indeed. My goodness, you could almost get some circus acts in here. It's very high.
You can definitely see the shuttle quite well here. It is a nice hall to get used to, but again, there's just a slight drift you get. After a few rallies, you should be used to it.
Well, she is certainly getting used to it after a few rallies, because Su Huaiwen hasn't played a game yet, but she's at 4-1 up. And now 5-1 up in this opening game. I don't feel that it's going to last too long.
The last few years, Su Huaiwen, her fitness has gone up quite a bit. She's a very efficient player, very smart, and she surprises a lot of her opponents.
That's long, so that's to 6-1. I mean, we're talking now 31 years old. Is there an optimum age for badminton players? Charmaine, don't look at me like that.
31's young, come on.
All right.
You know what, we're seeing older and older. Usually the Chinese players used to retire when they're in their low 20s. Now you see Zhang is in her 30s now. So
this is the point that I'm trying to make. It is unusual to see certainly Chinese players, but she came out of the China system.
She did. She was on the national team, but she knew she wouldn't make it because of her height, actually. She was kind of a sparring partner. So 6 years ago, she went on the internet, found a club to play for in Germany. Moved to Germany, was just playing in a club system, and then the national coach at that time, now the Swedish national coach, Asker Madison, he picked her up and said, come to our national team. And just before the last Olympics in 2004, she got to represent Germany at her Olympics, and her next goal, she said, is only 2 years away at the next Olympics in Beijing.
There she is. That's the lady that we're talking about here. Nice piece of information there from Charmaine, because I hear that she actually only plays with the men down in Saarbrücken. Is that right?
She does. Most of the women are up in just outside of Dusseldorf, but she's the only woman that plays with the men. So she would play Jorpen, which is very tall guy. You don't get too many tall women like that, but she's always pushing herself against the men.
So that's why she's got a lead of 9-2 in this opening game against the Spanish girl, Martinez, Yoana Martinez. And she has, that's a lovely net shot, but and just wide on the return from Huaiwen. So,
3-9.
there's the coaching team, Jürgen van Dijk and Detlef Post for Germany. That was a beautiful shot at the net from Martinez. Left then by Huaiwen. Again, it's all pressure on. When you know that you're against a very skillful, talented opponent, you've got to push the risk factors higher. I think that's the thing, isn't it?
You do, to win your points, you think you have to do better and better, and then that's when a lot of the times you make the mistakes.
Service over.
No mistake there. It was a beautiful drop shot right on the line there for Martinez. She picks up the point at 4-10. She won a good match yesterday. She got a lot of support. There were a lot of school kids in watching her from Madrid, and She did well, and particularly in the deuce second game, which it went to 22-20. So she does have, you know, some kind of heart and certainly determination. But now Jürgen van Dijk comes out at 11 at the break, and at 11-4 to have a chat with Huaiwen, and Fernando Rivas is the coach on the other side. But there we see the final moments there of that 11th point. And Germany closest to camera in the lead at 11-4. Fernando Rivas trying to motivate Yoana, but this young lady, I'm going to say young lady for your sake, Charmaine, okay, 31, she is certainly holding court.
Absolutely. I talked to her last night quite a bit, and last year she won the first medal ever for Germany at the World Championships, bringing home the bronze last year, so she would like another medal here.
Okay. That's the big high service. We don't see too many of those. There's a few more in the women's game than the men's, but mostly now it's the backhand short serve. I think it's in fashion.
13.
Is that true? Am I making good statements here? Or come on, tell me if I'm wrong.
The women are serving still quite a bit long. They did switch over a little bit to the short, but definitely in the men's singles, it's so you don't give up the attack right away.
Right, so that was really, really good there. Beautiful drop here, watch it, and absolutely superb. She knew exactly. That is after years and years and years of practice, you can perfect that kind of shot. Big hit from Martinez, but only at 100. Oh, and a lovely drop there. Her left hand raised in victory. Picks up her first point there at 5:14 for quite a while, but it was a beautifully conceived point. Lovely drop there. Half court with the drop, and there we go. And she left it well there too. Wasn't tempted to play it, so a couple of points in a row at 6:14. Martinez. Wow, we've got some gremlins here. Wow, I thought it's something I said.
I thought it was your stomach.
Oh, hey, hello. No, the food here in Spain is fantastic.
It is.
The food is anything but plain in Spain. We're on with the match, but a little distraction there as the auditorium was a little bit too audio.
Service over. 15-7.
Still 15-7, and we knew it was going to be tough. Huaiwen in control. Martinez trying her level best and puts a lovely net play there, but oh, it was just long. Wow. Wow, wow. 8:15. In fact, she was tempted to play it even a foot from the ground, wasn't she? That was called wide as well. Oh, she can't believe it. Huaiwen has had two line calls that she's certainly disputed by look, if nothing else. And suddenly that absolute composure is just dented a little bit. 3 points in a row then. 214k. I mean, it's not terribly fast in the real world, but good enough. Just 5 points adrift now. The home crowd favorite. Out of court.
Service over. 16-10.
So, most consecutive points. It's 3 by Martinez, 5 by Huaiwen, and their net winners at 7-4 in favor of Huaiwen. And that tells a lot because she's also got some great smashes as well. But she moves now to 17-10. There's the big smash, there's the drop, oh my goodness, and that was right in the middle. There's got to be a let called there, surely. Oh, she's, no, wow. Can you hear that at home? Wow. We've got problems here at the Palacio de Deporte.
I think
Wow.
if Shu Huaiwen should have asked for a let there, I
There's
think
no
they
question.
might have given
Absolutely
it to her.
no question.
She
Just
thought-
as the row came on the speakers, she netted a point there. That just shows. Well, I think if she'd been at
Service over.
much closer points, I think she would have claimed a let. But 18-11 she is now. I think she knows she's got the best chance here. And although that goes wide,
12-18.
yeah. What would you have done there then? Would you have claimed it?
Oh
Would you have
yes,
claimed the let?
absolutely. I mean, that was a big distraction. It kind of stopped everybody, all the other courts as well. So definitely, I would have asked for a let, or he should have suggested it, I would think.
Okay. So we're now just 5 points adrift again, 13-18 with Martinez, but she misses that one.
19-13.
There was a bit of venom in that, at 214 kilometers an hour, and I think she meant that. She's missed a couple of shots. Now she's pushing her opponent around the court again, and eventually, well, it comes to backcourt clears. Martinez has done well to stay in this point. That's out of court, but she, oh, wow.
Straight down the line.
Yeah, lots of things flying there. The whole shuttlecock and half a feather coming off, and look at the bench. Liberto Navalon on the left there, really giving it a lot of, I thought that was going out, but she played it and played it beautifully down the line. Good on her. Yoana Martinez wins the point at 14-19. And another one, I think. Yes. Super sport. Point there. Found the corner. Come on.
It was a nice deep smash. Shu Huaiwen was looking for a shorter smash, so kind of moving in a little bit. Well, a deep smash worked.
Good work at 14. Well, it must be, is it 15-19? 14-19. And now still some more. Yeah, I thought it was 15-19. There you go. The scoreboard deceives. No. And that's out, which means that Spain come back to within 3. Wow. Oh, pity about that. She would have needed another one, and there was a little bit of doubt in Huaiwen's mind. But the German bench, what do you think?
I think that they're confident right now that Huaiwen will pull it off.
Game point in this opening game then. And it's Germany's Huaiwen with that honor. Oh. And you can see it's still with some hope. At 18-20, it's still game point, but she's blowing just a little bit, is Shu Huaiwen. She can't afford to make too many more errors. She looked to be on top of that point, but now look at this, 19-20. Wow. It is still game point, but I tell you, at deuce, well, I've got...
Game.
Oh, that was game called. It was game called.
21.
A little bit of confusion, let me tell you. And the confusion is really because the scoreboards inside the stadium here are showing a different score. It was showing originally 2017 just at the end there, but it was 21-19, and it was Shu Huaiwen who eventually wins out by 21 points to 19. There you go, Martinez, look, smash winners, 4-3. She was the winner there. On the net winners, it's in favor of the German, Huaiwen, 8-6. Then we have the clears, which was Huaiwen's again. But the errors, I'm sure, will be in... Well, no, I thought it was going to be Martinez, but Huaiwen, there we go. And now Huaiwen showed that she could build up a head of steam with momentum at 5 points in a row, and 4 was good. It was a great game, actually. All told, we were surprised at how well Martinez came back into it.
She sure did. And near the end of the game, she started to play a little bit more aggressive, got a few lucky shots, lucky breaks. Huaiwen, I think, stepped back a little bit, kind of waited for the line calls, and just wasn't aggressive enough. Spain took advantage and almost came to win.
Well, Tomoharu Sano has called the players in. Let's see if he can improve his performance his second game. Oh dear, that's not a good way to start.
I think you'll see Huaiwen attacking a little bit more once she's on this side, hitting down.
She's hitting down because of, again, that drift that's coming in from behind her, as we see the overview shot coming up now. The breeze coming in behind the German. That's wide. So immediately into a 3-love advantage. We've got a lot of interest from the Spanish media, of course, right here, and that's up 4-love now, and that's a very confident down the line from Huaiwen. And they'll be a little bit disappointed with this opening because Martinez fought back very, very well towards the end of that first game.
Oh, great attack down her backhand.
That's 2 in a row, and those smashes, and 214K. It was more placement than anything else than power. But, you know, the next time it happens, you'll do a lovely little drop cross court. And that's always the problem. You're always in two minds, right? 5-love. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. 6-love. You can never give up on a point. That's the thing, because the retrieving is so, so solid.
Absolutely. Until it hits the ground, you never give up. You see some fantastic gets. And with Huaiwen's shots, she's always going to get it back.
She left that well. That was great judgment. She was a little bit off balance, was hoping for that out. And look at this. It's 7-love and absolutely cruising it at the minute. That's out again. She cut right across that. It wasn't full shuttle by Martinez. The consequence, she's struggling here in this second at 8-love.
Huaiwen's actually taking her high-level coaching now in Germany. Her German's excellent, her English is very good, and her national tongue is Chinese.
Well, that's fantastic. Look at this one now. 10 in a row, and all amazing. And that's 11 in a row. Well, that was from the game point, of course, from the game before, and now she's got 10 in a row, so that's 11 in total. Ah, it's just been broken. Oh, well done, Spain.
That was Detlef Posta. He used to play for Germany, men's singles. He's like a marathon runner out on court.
A marathon runner on court. Well, it's reckoned that they run, well, when you play, you run what? In a 3-game match about 1.5 kilometers?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, at sprint speed, you see.
A lot of twisting and turning where a lot of people don't realize
Service over.
how much energy that takes.
2 interval.
Well, you've only got to come and watch these participants live as we go. This is the halfway stage of the second game.
Okay, Sam.
And that speedometer there gives us 212 kilometers an hour. That was a big hit there from Huaiwen to finish it off. And Detlef Post, tall, very tall, rangy guy, must be very happy with that. I mean, she's now, for the first time, the first game, she hadn't played a match in this stadium. Her opponent there, Martinez, had played against the Belgian Deschamps. Here you go, smash winners, and they have really increased during this game. Huaiwen, and there she is, top of the tree in the net winners, the clear winners. She's up ahead as well, and it's still got the unforced errors, which she won't be happy to claim, but she's 11-2 up. And now to 3-11, and the Spanish crowd, they want something desperately to cheer. Let's see if Martinez can really get something happening this service. Not at the moment. Oh, unsighted, says the line judge.
11.
So it's going to be replayed, I think, is it?
No, I guess he did rule it out. He did see it.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Okay.
Out.
Okay, that was out this time. So. Well, that was called wide as well. Very interesting, this whole business of the new points scoring system, Charmaine. We've talked about the length of the play actually in competition, but what about the training scheme? Is that varied now because of the new scheme, the new system?
You know, especially in women's singles, because it made the game so much longer. It used to be 11 points. And if you were to dominate a player, you're playing 22-point rallies, possibly.
Well, let's just get this right. Hang on. You said it's 11 points, but because they only scored on their own service, right? So it went on significantly longer, didn't it?
Well,
you get more?
Possibly. If you were to beat someone fairly quickly, it could be 22 rallies. Now you're looking at minimum of 42 rallies if nobody was to get a point.
Okay.
Definitely the women's singles, I find it's the point system. It seems when you're at 11, it's like, oh, you're only halfway there in that game.
Oh, I see.
So I find women's singles, definitely you have to train a bit harder, run a bit more.
So it's not so much the sprint techniques now. I guess there is a bit more stamina involved.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll join me in the park tomorrow morning then? There's a lot of people running around there. There's a lot of really very keen athletes, I can tell you.
It's very exciting though. Every rally now is a point, where before it could go back and forth for 10 minutes and it would still be 0-0. So now at least you see the score moving.
Exactly. I think it's good. It's much better I think it's great for spectators. I think it's got a better feel about it for TV as well. Anyway, let's get back to it. You've been watching the scores, you've been watching the play in progress, and we've been musing about the new scoring system. It's 13-7 in terms of score in favor of Huaiwen of Germany. She's with her face to camera, the white top. The Spanish heroine is getting a little bit of support from the home crowd, and at 8-13 she is beginning to fight. Don't forget she lost to 10-love, the opening points of this game, so it's a big fight back.
She's bouncing back. She has great support here in Madrid. She's lived here for 7 years with the training center. She's actually from the north of Spain, up in St. Sebastian.
And she's picked up another one there as it's gone long at 9-13. Wow, what a fight back. She did exactly the same in the first game, only to lose it out 21-19. But this would be great to see her come a close again. No disrespect to Germany, of course. We have a fairly even-tempered perspective here, but for the sake of the crowd, and that smile from Martinez means I missed it because I touched the net, but here we go at 14-9. Huaiwen, 10-14. I've got a lot of support. That's right behind me, you know, right in my ear. How about you?
Yes.
It's good to hear.
It's exciting when the crowd.
We're going to hear more of it, of course, if she gets further than this. 10-14. Our Spanish friend commentator is right there. That's long. Punch of the left fist. She is living and breathing this support. She's eating it, loving it. And again. Bravo! 12-14.
Great smash right at the body. With the short lift, you want to go right at the body. It's sometimes harder than away you can reach.
Sure. Look at that. Good height.
Very well.
She's well balanced when she lifts for that smash. 209K And oh, so close. There would have been something special if she got back within one. Didn't happen. It's 3 the diff now at 15-12. Talking to her coaches, she comes back as well as Martinez. So obviously has a good relationship there. Oh dear. It's a long, hard road, isn't it? When you fight, and then within 2 points, you suddenly have a 4-point gap. Tough to stay mentally strong, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You have to keep focused and try not to keep the rally going one shot longer. If you lose a point, it's one thing, but when you make an error, it really lets you down.
Well, let's all put it in perspective. Huaiwen is number 2 in the world, number 1 in Europe, and she's playing against a 63 ranking player in the world. So, you know, on form, on previous encounters, there's no doubt that Martinez should have no chance at all. But look at her. Home crowd, something real unlucky. She watched it drop. She thought it was going to go out.
Martinez is a fighter, so I mean, she keeps scrambling and trying to get it back.
It's good to see her coming in so hard in this second game after going 10-love down, don't forget. Lovely net play, both players. And again, it was the experience of Huaiwen. Little nail biting by Liberto Navalon. You can understand why. Watch this, she can't quite get to that. Perfect judgment by Huaiwen. That is wide. Well, it's hanging around that 4 and 3 and 4 point margin at the moment. Martinez wants to change the shuttle. There we look at this. Huaiwen is, her unforced air is creeping up, and that shows that the Spanish girl has got a little bit of extras here. And again, another. So that's 7-3 in unforced errors. And Huaiwen is still feeling the effects of a bit of rust. Although she took that 10-point advantage, she's now under a bit of pressure, finding it difficult to keep it up. 15-18. Good chance here, and that's in. Oh, lovely little block backhand there from Martinez. Can you hear me? It's all very, very loud in here.
It's exciting. Great push into the forehand.
16-18. Come on, let's get another one here, Spain. Lots of options. Did she take the right one? Yes, she did. She did. It's 17-18. We love some passion in this game, don't we? Look at that, 208K for the smash. And it was put long by Huaiwen. Hey, look at that, 8-7. Well, we nearly got the stats for the smash winners. We'll see if we can get them up again. There we go, 8-7. Huaiwen is just now leading, but I tell you what, Martinez. Oh!
Easy mistake out the side.
Exciting here. There's only just one other match going on way down the line. All the other courts are clear. So the focus is on this match. 19-17, second game, just 2 points for the victory for the German girl. Yeah, well that wasn't long enough, was it, Martinez? You could see. So, match point. After all the excitement, she took a 10-love advantage. 189 is not great there, but it was enough to do it. Match point to Germany's Zhu Huaiwen. Big hit there from deep. And another big hit. And a big point. 18-20. Martinez not giving it up.
Huaiwen with the short lift, and she just guessed one side. Martinez went to the right one.
Exciting stuff here in Madrid, the Palacio de Deporte. And I tell you what, the local crowd are loving it. One more point. And that's the match, that's the match. Everyone looking to the line judges, they call it good. Yoana Martinez, her little moment in the sun comes to an end here. She applauds the crowd. Well done, Yoana Martinez. Look at that, 21-19, 21-18, a brave effort. She really did well. Just have a quick look at the stat winner run up there. 8-9, well, smash winners in the end. Huaiwen keeps it. Net winners again, Huaiwen. Clear winners, Huaiwen, but she also won the unforced errors, which is quite uncharacteristic. There we go then, it's 2 games to love. It was 21-19, 21-18 to Germany.